Hello and welcome to A Single Parent's Guide. I am your host, Ingrid M. Williams, and today we have a special treat for you. We have Single Parent's Guide Special Needs Edition, and we have Stacy Ann Rambaran, who is a parent of a special needs child, and she'll be sharing with us a little bit about her journey and all the wonderful contributions that she's making to the special needs community. We hope you enjoy.
Hi, this is Stacy Ann Rambaran, and I'm here taking over a Single Parent's Guide. Today we're going to talk about Single Parenting Special Needs Edition. I'm going to talk about my journey and what it's like to parent a child with special needs. I discovered he had special needs around 9 months. He started to not hit some of his milestones, and we kind of noticed after a visit at the doctor that he just wasn't doing the same things. He wasn't smiling, he wasn't laughing and doing some of the things that kids his age would normally do, sitting up unassisted. So we kind of thought we should get it checked out. So the doctor gave us some information and we just followed it through from there. Being a first-time mom, I kind of didn't have anything to gauge it on. I didn't have anything to compare it to. So it was kind of just my first experience in parenting, period. So it was kind of rough, but I didn't really have a lot of time to think about it and get into my feelings about it. So I just took him to get evaluated, and I just started going through the process and finding out what he needed. So we had some therapists come and they evaluated him, and they gave us some things to measure his growth by, and he was a very healthy kid. So I didn't really think much of it, and we just jumped into it head first. Like, there was really no time to sit and mourn about it. It was just, what can we do now, like right now, immediately, to just get him all of everything that he needs immediately. His diagnosis is global developmental delays. He doesn't have a specific diagnosis, which I kind of struggled with in the beginning because you kind of want to know what's going on. What I find most challenging having a special needs child is his schedule. I mean, he's just a normal little boy to me because he's my only child, but his schedule is very rigorous and it's challenging. All the therapy sessions, the doctor's appointments, sometimes the doctor's appointments are not even in the state. So just getting him around to wherever he needs to be, and it's not ever by choice or convenient. So just being able to be flexible, and I'm not necessarily the most flexible person. So that is something that is a great challenge for me. My single parenting journey began right after a divorce, and then I had my son, and some of the challenges that I face as a mom that co-parents is the schedule. We have a schedule that's set up where he's with his dad sometimes and he's with me equal time. And so just making sure that the schedule is right and that each person is doing their part can be challenging because each household doesn't run the same way. So I feel like that's challenging in some areas, but it's also rewarding in some areas because you get a break. I mean, everybody likes a break. So kid-free weekends is a big plus. And just like any other parent who would need a break or appreciate some time to themselves to recharge, it's pretty much the same for a single parent raising a special needs child. I feel like the burnout is a little bit quicker for me because of his schedule, because of all of the therapies and the school, and you just have to be a lot more involved and you have to advocate for your kid a lot more. So one parent usually takes on, in my case, I take that responsibility on, and I try to pass off other things that his dad can be a part of. Some of the challenges of co-parenting with a child with special needs is not being able to know what's going on in the other person's house. That is a little bit challenging. You don't want to know the details, but you kind of, especially for a child that's nonverbal, you kind of want to know what's going on when you come back. How was your weekend? And you kind of just assume for them that it was a great weekend. But just having the communication and having your child be able to communicate with you with what's going on, that's a little challenging. Also, what else could be challenging is keeping up with the schedule. Somebody has a birthday party, but it's not your weekend, and you're like, I gotta rearrange my entire schedule because such and such is having a birthday party. So that's a challenge as well. And that can become a challenge where equipment is concerned, because it's not just taking the child, it's I got to send his equipment along with him, and we got to change cars, or how is the place going to accommodate handicap, is it handicap accessible where you're going? Those are the kind of things that I guess pop up. Even if it's church or any functions like that, you kind of want to call ahead, or people invite you last minute and it's like, okay, I need a little bit more time. You can't tell me overnight, the same day. So I kind of need a buffer, at least I try to work within 24 hours. Let me know ahead of time that you might need to switch the schedule, and then maybe I can accommodate it. The thing that brings me the most joy is his happiness. He's a very happy boy, and his smile is just infectious, and I take pride in making him happy and keeping his spirits high. So I would say that brings me the most joy. And just hitting milestones when they do come, I mean, they're few and far between at this particular time, but we go through long stretches of time where we don't see any progress, and then we have moments where we see like 3 or 4 different things happening, and it's very, very exciting, and it's fulfilling and rewarding, because you feel like all the therapy sessions are paying off, and that brings a lot of joy. I feel like the thing that we can bring to the special needs community is dignity. It's something that I am a firm believer in. He's nonverbal. So for me, I dress him in a certain way that will command respect, because he's not able to communicate in a way that will demand people speak to him or treat him in a certain way. So I dress him so that before he even has to make a sound, people treat him in a positive way. So dignity is something that's big for me. And it's something that I think even from the special needs community, from babies even till the elderly, is an issue. So it runs the spectrum of young to old. So I think dignity is one of the things that I feel that we can bring to the special needs community. Necessity is the mother of invention, and we needed to find a way to keep his clothes dry. So he drools, as a lot of special needs children do. And we wanted to find a way to not let him wear a baby bib. Like, that was just something that I was, after a while, after he's 3 years old, it's like, I don't want you to have a baby bib on. So I've made a way that he could wear a bib that kind of looks like clothing. And it kind of goes with his clothes. People can't really tell it's a bib. And some of them look like vests. Some of them just look like accessories, but the function of it is to prevent him from wetting his clothes with drool. And also weighted blankets that keep him feeling safe. They like to be held or have some kind of compression or some kind of feeling of safety. So the weighted blankets provide that. And the dignity part of that is that we have them monogrammed, and they look really nice. They don't look medical. We don't want them to look medical and harsh and cold. They look normal, and they provide some normalcy, and it kind of goes with his bedding, and that's what we kind of have done, and that's what we've started with to kind of promote dignity through his attire. It's for boys and for girls. But we have found that there is a larger population of boys in the special needs community than there are girls. But we do provide items for boys and for girls. And the company's name is Bibs and a Blanket. The advice I would give to a single parent raising a special needs child is just to relax. Everything will happen when it should happen. Sometimes we kind of push our kids a little further than they want to be pushed. I found that giving him some time to just grow into who he is is something that has been more beneficial to him than sometimes therapy. Just respecting who they are as people, and just treating them with respect, and just relaxing, just not thinking too hard about what the doctors say, and trusting your instincts. For me, trusting my instincts was the most important thing. No matter what the doctor's reports say or how much information they give you, that can be very, very overwhelming. I would say just relax and just trust your instincts. You can contact me at bibsandablanket@gmail.com. That's bibsandablanket@gmail.com. And I just want to say thank you for allowing me to take over a single parent's guide. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Thank you so much, Stacy Ann, for participating in a single parent's guide special needs edition takeover. We so much valued your input and insight into single parenting a special needs child. If you have any questions or want to find us offline, we're at info@asingleparentsguide.com. That's info@asingleparentsguide.com. Please like and share the page. We're on Facebook at A Single Parents Guide. My name is Ingrid M. Williams, and thank you for watching.